This is a Gorilla Podcast Network production.
Welcome to the Late Night PotLuck Show. PotLuck Show. PotLuck Show. PotLuck Show.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Late Night PotLuck Show, episode 23, coming at you from Night Owl Studio, hanging out here with the crew, and we have a duo here, an awesome guest. Excited about the food, the treat that we're about to dig in. But let's just jump right in. Let's go around the room. Manny,
What up?
how you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Talk about it. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? The awesome time I had today at the farmer's market. I had the privilege of being able to help out the awesome Chef V at Lead with a Fork. That was a great experience. And then the chilly weather that we have, only because we have probably some of the greatest things you can eat during chilly weather, which is soup. I am excited for that. And that's a specialty of our guest today, so
Yeah.
that's what definitely excited. Keep staring at it like, can we just hurry this up and get to it? You know what I mean? But that's bad. What about you?
Well, I had, like you said, at the market today, at the Stratfield Market, it was our last day, and it was a good turnout. We're talking about, 800? What was it?
804.
104 people came out today to support. As far as all like the food vendors and myself, we all did great. We all killed it out there. I announced the barbecue sauce last episode. Sold out.
Wow.
I held one that was for Ricardo, but sold out.
Amazing.
I'll have more ready for next Saturday.
First of all, I gotta take a shot at him every episode. And this is my shot. V can attest to this. We his boys, and he didn't even put none to the side so we can buy it. He said they over there struggling and cooking for all these people.
Shady.
You know what? I'm not even gonna save them a bottle to be able to buy. Like, I'm not asking for it for free.
fault.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm looking to buy it.
Not even a freebie.
Nah, I'm gonna pay full price.
Right, yeah.
What happened? You
can't
guys were
even-
so busy. You guys were like, I didn't know. I forgot you were even there.
Oh, you forgot. Excuses. See, right? Excuses. Let's see how it is. No, that's what's up, though. Yeah, that sauce was great. People were loving
Well,
it.
listen, I appreciate you guys and
Congratulations.
Julissa, for incorporating that into their dishes. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
How about you, Manny? I mean, V.
I'm exhausted, bro.
He said, I'm not standing up to come to the microphone. I'm already older. My knees are hurting.
Was peppers and onions. That's all I brought home.
That's all.
Other than that, I sold everything, even my veggie burgers.
Nice. That's
which
awesome.
I thought was a big surprise.
Them chicken sliders were great. They were awesome. The kebabs from Julissa and the rice. I didn't get to taste her veggie lasagna. But,
Her veggie lasagna. Yeah, she debuted that today as well, right?
Yeah.
Veggie lasagna. But, yo, you know what was dope about that chicken sandwich, the pulled chicken sandwich that you did, was the fact that so many of the ingredients incorporated so many other vendors.
The bread, the pickles,
Yeah, everything.
the
Yes.
coleslaw, the barbecue sauce.
Everything.
The only thing I didn't get from there was a chicken.
That's
Wow,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He actually
you-
raised the
that's
chickens.
'cause,
It was
you
a
can't
lot.
chase it.
No, he raised the chickens at home though. They grew up in a
They were
2-parent
local.
home.
Yeah.
You know, they were
Yeah.
they were great chickens. They had loving parents.
So you got pickles from the Heidi.
I got the pickles from Heidi, the bread from Fairfield Bread, the coleslaw from the Hungarian lady next to
We
me.
can't remember the name of that business, but the Hungarian lady.
She sells some amazing stuff.
Yo, that little bread with the cheese in it or on top of it that she had let us
I brought a
try.
bag home. She gave me one.
You got a whole bag home?
Oh.
I can't lie.
You can't tell me I'm gonna
Shout
rob
out,
it.
shout out to Mariela. Yo, you're the best. Mariela.
Yo,
came through.
Mariela, you are the best.
She's a baker. She was here 2 episodes ago,
Yep.
and she came by, and I said, listen, I need some coconetas. And she came through. She brought everybody a bag of coconetas.
Not
It's
only
coconut
that-
cookies.
Oh, all right.
It's not too overpowering, not too
Yeah.
sweet. It's just right. Because
Oh.
I don't like coconut cookies,
No.
but they're really good.
Nice.
Yo, and she also had give us a little extra treat with those little
Cookies,
pumpkin, those
Sugar cookies.
sugar pumpkin cookies or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, they were amazing.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh, they were great. Shout out to you, Mariela. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, let's listen, man. It was an exciting day, but it's just keep getting better. Let me introduce you to our guest. They are the Rey brothers.
Yes.
All right. They are an awesome duo. They bring to you a subscription, which is pretty cool. But yeah, listen. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you very much. Standing up.
So so let's dive in. What do you got here for us?
So today we're introducing you to a new soup, actually, that hasn't even gone all the way public yet. But it's
You're here first.
Yeah, it's pretty exclusive. It's been through a couple of tastings, so a few iterations. It is a charred corn with Chipotle Chowder. It is garnished with, in this case, thick cut slab bacon. When it actually goes to market, they're going to be lardons. So those are huge chunks of bacon.
Tocino.
Yeah. It's basic,
like bacon
right.
croutons.
It's right, like think of a crouton, except make that bacon, and there will be a little sprinkling of that over the top.
Ready for this?
Yeah,
Am I ready?
Cheers, guys.
Dig in.
Yeah.
get in there. Yeah.
Wow.
So if you
The faces-
so at home,
the
if you could
faces
see the
right now.
reaction,
They will.
It was Dave. It was Dave falling back in his seat and eyes popping out of his head.
Wow.
So what's cool about this, what I really enjoy about it anyway, is that up front you get the creaminess. It's it's kind of silky and the sweetness of the corn. But then after, on the back end, that's when you get the little bit of spice. And it's not hot.
yeah.
It's not hot by any
Do you have a
stretch.
chowder mustache?
Do you have a chowder mustache? I don't know. But if you're asking me to help you out with that, it's not going to happen. No, it really does. You do. You get that beautiful creaminess, and then it slowly just hits you with the smoke as it goes past.
The back end smoke.
Yeah.
right
Oh
there.
my gosh. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And it has beautiful chowder consistency to it too.
Nice.
I can't stand anything more than getting chowder somewhere and it's all watery. And
Yeah.
that's not chowder.
Yeah. No.
This is, oh man.
So what was the inspiration for this? Because I never had anything like this. It's pretty good.
This came from the young man across the way there. My brother, put some things together and was like, hey, try this.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we want to make our soups a little bit different. Not so normal, not what you see in the markets. We like to even take classics and put a spin on it.
Right.
How many corn chowders do you see out here?
You know what? We met at the accelerator.
Yep.
Right. And when you hear, Sopa, I don't know if you guys, what nationality you guys come from.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yep.
So you think of the mondongo or the sancocho, but you guys, that you didn't limit yourself.
No.
Because you guys
No.
came hard with some really good soup lineups.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the lineups you had last year.
Well,
Yeah.
like you just mentioned, we hit a wide range of flavors. I think one of the customer favorites from last season was the coconut curry with kale and cabbage. Definitely the black bean soup was a hit. We did a sancocho.
Yeah.
We did a spin on a classic chicken and veg. And those are the four main ones from last season.
Right.
So even with that list right there, it's a wide spectrum.
Yeah. It's all. I think the idea for us is we wanted to make soups that were delicious, that had an eye toward nutrition, but also something that wasn't necessarily things you'd have laying around in your pantry, right? Like things that were a little bit different, and felt like a treat.
Right. oh, this is definitely a treat.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, building this up, so they're like, yo, this better be good.
So what do y'all think?
Nah, I mean, it definitely is good. I think one of my questions was going to be about, obviously, flavoring in it. Because I feel, as someone who cooks myself,
Yeah.
I feel like soup is probably one of the hardest things that I have time with actually getting the flavor to come out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're watering it down so much.
Right.
Yeah.
As a soup, getting that flavor out of it. Can you guys kind of explain that a little bit for those that have that same hard time of trying to get those flavors? Like, what do you guys add to the soups to really help you draw flavor out of them?
Well, you want to start?
I mean, for me, like for me, I think my philosophy is, and I don't know, I would say we probably share this, is that we like to sort of build flavors, right? So at every step of the way, part of your process has a direct impact on how the final product is going to come out, right? So with that soup, for example, you start with the actual charring of the corn, right? So then that's gonna kick up the sweetness. It's gonna caramelize a little bit, right? You get that little char on the bottom of the pan, right? And then from there you can you season it up. I'll add my first round of garlic. I'll add some onions to that, and right there we're building flavor. Butter goes in there, and it gets that that nutty brown butter deliciousness that happens, right? And then from there, you get your stock in there and get all that goodness, right? And now you start adding your cream, and you start balancing out your flavors. So it really starts from the ground up, I think, and that's how I try to think about it.
I picked up some butternut squash today at the market.
Oh, from what's his name? What farmer is that name again?
Not Clayton, the other one.
Something starts with an S, right? Something farm. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah,
it's pretty
so
good.
I'm gonna make the attempt to make butternut squash soup.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
let's see.
Try it out.
Yep.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I would say to call me, but you never do. So it's not even worth it.
Better yet, you could have us make it for you.
There you go. There you go. He's like the worst friend ever. I got to tell you that.
These shots tonight.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
Right. Oh, we got to take shots every episode.
Shots fired.
Left, right.
I missed one episode not too long ago, and they were taking shots at me the whole episode. So I haven't let that go.
There you go.
So we had Kawi. Remember Kawi? So they were on the show a few weeks ago, or a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
And he picked up a few longaniza and then disappeared on us.
I just saw Seth the other day. Shout out.
Yeah. So we're going to their pop up. They have a pop up.
The Philippine pop up.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, where? Do you know where?
Shuriken Indian. It's in New Haven.
Okay.
Indian restaurant.
Yeah. I know that place.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's over off Broadway over there.
Mm-hmm. They're doing it there on the
Next Thursday,
right?
the 10th.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. They're doing big things too. They're out here.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well,
They were at the Two Roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
pop-ups.
They were at another event I was at Common Ground High School. They had some kind of event, and they were catering part of that as well.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, they're getting busy, man.
That's good.
And, I mean, look, when the food is delicious, people taste it.
People
and-
flock to it.
Yeah, man, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So
What was the inspiration for you guys?
Yeah, I was just gonna jump into that, right? So, I heard this story, and it's an awesome story. Tell about the story, the background of Sopa. What's the pronunciation?
yeah, so
He's gonna make us do it.
I mean, 'cause-
Oh yeah, I want to hear this.
so the correct pronunciation. So even if you look at the logo, right?
Right here.
On the logo, you'll
You
see,
see this little thing right
little
here?
spoon.
Oh, you're getting real Hispanic with it.
That's
With the
like
little.
That's a low key exclamation
So it's a
point.
little spoon exclamation point, right?
Right.
So the idea is that it's pronounced Sopa.
Sopa.
There you go.
Right, it's got a
Some
little
enthusiasm into it.
Right, it's got a little punch.
Get the
It's got a
blood
little punch,
flowing.
Right. Feels good in the mouth.
It
Yeah.
does.
Just like the soup.
Just like
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Sopa.
soup
I like that. That was
Right.
good.
Right.
That was good.
So that's
That
what
was
it
good.
is. So how did we get started? Well, so my brother and I had been kicking around business ideas forever, like years. I think I looked back at the notes the other day, and it was the first note we had in it was maybe like 2012.
Yeah.
Right, just back and forth talking about, we want to own something, we want to do something. What do we want to do?
Yeah. Well, more importantly, together,
Right,
we wanted to do something.
right. So, so one potential idea was some kind of food business, because that was something that was important to both of us. As you can see, neither of us have missed any meals. We like to eat. We like food. So we thought, okay, maybe there's an angle there. Well, years and years go by, and last summer, 2018, I took a trip to Peru. And if you know anything about Peru, you know that it's very high up. The altitude is crazy, actually. So just for perspective, they say Denver is the mile-high city. Well, the city that I was staying in, Cusco, Peru, is 2 Denvers up. It's 2 miles high, right? Wow. And so at that altitude, my body was not happy. So just like going up and downstairs right? Even working with gravity. I was just struggling to breathe. It was terrible. Because of that, it also made it difficult to eat. So anytime I was asking my body to exert itself in any way, was just a challenge. So it was this weird sort of feeling of being like actually hungry, but knowing that if I ate something, it'd actually make me more sick. So for a few days, I just like nibbled on shit here and there, just whatever was around, light stuff. And then finally, we went to a restaurant, and I thought, what do you have when you're sick? Soup, right? Mm-hmm. So I had a bowl of soup, and it was the first time that I could eat something where I felt both nourished and not more ill, right? Like it totally settled my stomach and grounded me, and I felt a million times better. And so, the trip itself was amazing for all the things that it was amazing. Hiked Machu Picchu and just saw cool shit. And hung out with great people. And then came back, but that experience really, really stuck with me. And it sort of reminded me of just what it is to grow up and sort of have that sort of healing power of that soup. And so, sat down at Mom's kitchen table with my brother, and it was like, we're going to start a soup business.
Yeah.
This is literally how it was. Like,
he called me up. It's like, I'm coming by. Are you home? Yeah, I'm home. All right, I'll be there in 10 minutes. 10 minutes to him is like 20. So waited around. We sat at Mom's table right
Sounds
in the
like
kitchen.
a Puerto Rican thing.
Sat right at Mom's table. He told me the story about everything. And then we were also catching up about the trip.
Yeah.
Because he had just gotten back from the trip. And we kind of just were like, let's, stop talking about it. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
Because that's what the last 7 years have been like. Just talking about it, tossing ideas out, not really putting anything into action. So this was like the first time that we had something concrete. We both, right off the rip, were like, let's do it.
Yeah. So that was in June 2018.
Yep.
By October of 2018, we had sold our first quart of soup.
Yeah, we had some tastings in September.
Yeah.
Got some feedback. And then officially
just started running.
went to business.
Yep.
Word.
That's what's up.
Guerrilla style out the trunk.
Like mixtapes of the soup.
$5 mixtapes.
Right. So before I continue, what else we got? You got any,
Yeah,
Well,
there's a-
tonight
there's a
we
black bean.
we brought a black bean. Nice, classic,
try it?
simple black bean.
V, that's you. That's your cue.
That's your cue. Go get the black bean soup.
Yeah.
You got to get up sometime, viejo. Don't worry, that'll be edited out.
So
So yeah, we brought you some old, we brought you some new. Mix it
Oh,
up a little
man.
bit.
I ain't not gonna go.
So that's what it looks like. We actually have some warmed up in the microwave.
It's in the microwave, viejo.
Hopefully, it's still hot.
It should be
It
alright.
should be at least
Sopa.
warm.
Sopa. See, it feels good.
You
saying
know
it
what?
really does.
Let's
and
hire
it
this guy.
caused a trigger effect, right? It's just
Right.
like the wave.
Oh
Yeah.
Everybody wants it.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3. Sopa.
Sopa.
See?
It's like almost like saying wepa, but with sopa.
Yeah, but with sopa.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
Sopa.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah, have some of this, man. I'm good.
There actually should be enough for the 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No, dig in, man.
You just record me like.
So while we start for faces, talk about this soup.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's a black bean soup again. You know, we keep it thick and rustic, I think is the term. You know, and it's delicious. It typically we'll garnish this with some rice, and maybe a little cilantro. You could also toss some sour cream.
Man, you can
over
put
the
anything
top.
on it.
Yeah,
Onions,
really.
white onions, green onions,
Yeah.
your pinky toe, whatever, man. It's still
Right.
tasting good.
Yeah.
This dude say pinky toe.
Pinky toes, man.
Yeah, it's the kind of like, you know, stick to your ribs kind of soup. You know, makes you feel warm inside.
Warm,
Yeah,
fuzzy.
thick and hearty. I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely
All
one
that.
of those soups that'll help, make you actually feel full. You know, I guess you ever eat soups and you feel like you haven't eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, none of our soups are like that, really. I mean, we have the crowd favorite is the coconut curry with kale and cabbage, and that one is between the spice and the sort of nutrient dense nature of it.
I mean, Dave, you've tried it
Just-
before,
you
right?
just feel great.
Yeah. So I mean, you could speak on that,
Definitely,
man.
yo,
You know
it's-
firsthand how it is.
That's another one of those things he didn't invite me to.
Listen,
No. Hold on.
listen. Unfortunately, we didn't know each other at the time. Had I known
You would have
you were around, I would have put the word out.
At least he would
Now
have
I
put the
know.
word out.
Now I know.
Well, with that said, that's a perfect segue,
Right,
because
take a
you
look.
talked about, taste testing in September, and it was around that time that we came together for the food accelerator in New
Yep.
Haven. How did that benefit you? Did that, was that a good program?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, me myself, I've never been in business for myself, so I didn't know anything about it. We just had a basic format. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to stick to. And now what?
Damn, my bad.
Look, Sid, look at him. Tells us
I'm
not
here
to.
to-
Give him
you
the
guys-
Holy
did you-
Spirit.
All right, did you? The soup
You good?
is-
You good there?
I'm good.
Soup
I'm
is getting in you.
Let me tie myself down.
You heard the ground rules, right?
Yeah.
Right?
No banging on the
banging
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just that good, though. I understand.
That's good. It's funny because we met, I forget, like 40 of us, was it? How many? There was a bunch of us.
There was a lot, but they were only like maybe 12.
There
or 13
were like 12 or
vendors.
13 actual business.
And
Ventures,
everybody
yeah.
was at a different phase in
Right.
this business. Some
Right.
people it was just a concept,
Right.
And I've seen
Yeah.
everybody, everybody pretty did well.
There were only a handful of us that were actually like selling product
Right.
at
Yeah.
the time. I mean, I think probably you, Dave, had the most organized.
Right. I had a product ready to go already. I just
Yeah.
didn't know how to get the logistics or the legal
Right.
legalizations of the
Right.
business. And it was a big help.
Yeah.
And we were selling at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We were doing individual orders at that point.
Yeah.
And
So for us, I mean, I think one of the more valuable pieces, I think, certainly was getting the information about legalities and whatever, but also I think just being with the other ventures. There's something about that kind of startup energy and that kind of creativity that's required in the beginning, particularly. But I think all throughout running a business, it's good to be around other people who are doing the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had a good group too. I think we all meshed well.
Yeah.
We did some group stuff. We got along, and
Right.
like you said, you learn new things from different businesses because we were all at different stages.
Right.
Sure.
So it benefited
Shout out
everybody.
to Collab and City C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
Caroline, Margaret.
to schedule so because of course the time trying to get them on the show.
Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah. So they just started the fall.
The Fall Accelerator.
Yeah.
Yep, they got their
did.
groups going.
Yeah. They've got a great group too. I know a handful of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, guys, you heard me talk about this before. Collab is it's a nonprofit that helps out folks. Trying to start up if you have an idea, business concept, they help you walk you through to starting that business. Networking, introducing you to key people, and kind of like what Michelle, Jesus Christ, she's gonna kill me.
That black bean's killing him right now.
He can't get nothing right. Oh my God, Chef Raquel.
Lethargic. Look at him.
I don't mean I tried to go to sleep now.
Yo, for real, especially with this chilly weather out there, you just have some nice, good soup like that. Oh man, Chef Raquel, by the way. Raquel.
So wait a minute. So I didn't get a verdict on the actual soup.
Yeah, they
on
just
the
brushed it
black
off
bean,
like
you
it was
don't-
normal.
I don't know if you need a verdict. Can you see my? Can you see from the video like my?
Wow, he
like,
cleaned that.
I'm actually staring at the pot like I'm thankful that there's more. I was gonna say,
yeah.
can I get some more?
Listen, let me bring
So-
this closer.
More available.
There's definitely garlic in there, right?
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of garlic.
Oh yeah, I can definitely taste the garlic through it. And for me, I like the fact that it's when I think black bean soup, I'm thinking full, intact black beans.
Yeah.
And when this came out, I was a little confused, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Doesn't I don't feel like I'm sitting there just eating a soup that's full of just beans.
Again, man,
this
it's a soup you recognize, right? Everybody knows black bean soup, but nobody knows
It's a little different.
black bean like we know black bean. And this is how we do black beans.
Just do it a little.
Over
Oh my God.
rice, white rice, cilantro.
So the ones before we warmed them up, right? This one's cold.
Tell
But
me it's not just as good.
it's good. I went into it and it actually tastes just as good. If not, you can actually, some of the flavors I feel are a little bit more pronounced.
Okay.
That's great.
As it's cold, this is amazing. It's just like pizza.
That's like that is
Pizza's great
not
cold. This is-
uncommon. We get a lot of people. So we do this. We do some grab and go, sort of small soups, and we have a little space in a coffee shop, and the coffee shop happens to be embedded in a co-working space, right? So people are there all day doing their thing, and I can't tell you how many times I've run into a person who's like, yeah, they don't have a microwave at the co-working space, so I just knock it back cold, and it's delicious. It's that's how I know I love this soup, because I would never eat soup cold. But yeah, people just knock this stuff back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. Some soups you get the, some of the fat or whatever that settles on the top of it, and or everything just doesn't take. That's great.
Good.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna slow down because I'm literally gonna knock out before this. Nah,
They're
this is
filling,
good.
man. It's filling. It'll catch up with you for sure.
So you guys had a good run, 2018. You guys, took a little break, and now you guys are ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
We're just about ready. I'd say maybe another couple weeks.
Yeah. So we had a sort of last minute, monkey wrench tossed in, as like with anything in business, right? And so the commercial kitchen we were cooking at closed, and so we've had to scramble to find a new kitchen to cook.
Frustrating.
So we found the kitchen. We're in the process of, getting the paperwork done and, getting the scheduling right. But
Shout out Dirty Lamberti, by the way.
Yeah.
He knows who he is.
Yeah, this guy has been hugely helpful.
Yeah.
In ways it's hard to even really express, but we've got the second kitchen lined up, and we're thinking probably the second week of October we'll be ready to start selling to back to our private clients again.
So how does can you explain how that process works for you guys? Your subscription?
Yeah.
As I hear it.
So it's real simple, man. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay. You sign
I
up
love these
to
punchlines.
We actually use that in our
presentation.
in our presentation. No, but it really is. I mean, you head over to our website. We have a subscription tab. You sign up to our mailing list. What we do is we send out emails once a week, letting you guys know that we are we're opening the shop. Pretty much, we give you guys usually a week to order. Usually by like Saturday night, we cut it off. You put your orders in for whatever soups we have available. We started out doing one at a time until demand was just overflowing, and then we opened it up to all.
So they can
soups.
order any of the.
So they can order any soups, any of our 4 soups we had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we're introducing more. So you could order any soup you want, put your orders in, forget about it. We deliver on Tuesdays.
Nice.
And so it's really that. So we like to tell people, designate your Tuesdays as like Sopa Tuesdays. Whether you're at work, at home, wherever. Tuesday is soup day.
Are you guys gonna invest in a drone delivery system?
They're already working with Amazon right now.
Right.
To get it,
It's coming.
So so you guys deliver them on Tuesdays. Is that to a certain? Do you guys limit that to a certain area? From where you guys are at.
Right. So right now, it's New Haven in the greater New Haven area.
Okay.
That'll change at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, it's just him and I, and my brother and I, and so, being able to drive out to like Madison, it's not really an option.
Yeah, no.
That being said, we're looking into seeing how we can potentially ship things. So in that case, that'll broaden our reach a bit. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I think this year, because we're bringing on additional soups and a chili actually this year, it's they're going to rotate week by week.
Okay.
So we'll send emails. You'll know what's going on. You can order right through the email, and then we set up the deliveries for Tuesday.
And you guys target to aim to have these soups hot when they're being delivered, or
Well, no. We deliver them cold just because some people want them delivered to their houses for when they get home. Late at night.
Just
we just leave them on the porch. So even if we drop it off to people at work, you just pop it in the microwave and.
Well, and there's a pragmatic reason too. I mean, just from the soup perspective, everybody knows that soup is better the next day, right? So we actually take care of that process for you. So we cook on Monday night, it cools overnight, and then you get the cold soup the next day. So when you reheat it, it's all of those flavors, all that good stuff is distributed through the soup, and it's ready to roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So what's go ahead.
No, I was saying that's pretty dope. So I tell you, some soups take a while to cook.
Yeah.
I mean, some soups, depending on what you're doing, they take a while to cook. You know what I mean?
The
sancocho
is like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
To cook that soup. And that's if you're that's if you're pushing, right? That is a slow process.
Man, there's been nights we spent 8-9 hours in the kitchen.
Yeah, depending on how much we're making.
Yeah, depending on how many orders we got to fill, man, just grinding it out. That's a lot. Man.
Yeah,
Thinking
so
back on it.
Long nights.
Heat
They
and
were
serve.
fun. They were
Heat
fun,
and serve's
but-
good with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real, I mean, I know, like you said, with like the sancocho, we do those for the most part. Our family, we generally only will do those whenever we have like big family gatherings. Everybody, everybody's outside having fun, and all the titis and all that are inside. They're over there chopping,
peeling and chopping. Yeah, man.
Nah, man. Imagine getting that weekly.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
This isn't just a birthday party,
For real.
Christmas party
Yeah.
soup, man. We do it every
Well,
week.
that was honestly that was another motivation too, because that was one of those soups that's like it's one of my favorite just foods generally.
Yeah.
But most places you might get lucky if once a week they'll serve it, right?
Yeah.
And so we were like,
And once it's out, it's out. It's gone.
They don't make more.
No,
right?
No more.
it's
No
done.
mas. No mas.
right.
No mas.
So come back next week.
Tho-
So for us, it was like this felt like a priority. Like this is going to be a main staple on the menu.
Right.
This is how we're doing it. So, yeah.
For those who are listening, right? So they've heard of black bean soup. They've heard of but when you hear sancocho,
Right.
how do you explain that to an American?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
the layman's.
Yes.
So here's
I'm
what
Puerto
we say.
Rican. I'm American. All right, slow down.
Sorry.
Non-sancocho eating
Non-
people. All right.
You're right, man.
Word. So what we say is sancocho is a Caribbean root stew, right? And it's made. We'll let the folks know what's in it. So for ours we use malanga and yautía. We have the batata in there, some yuca, some plátano, and then we have two meats. We use chicken and beef. It's got a nice smoky flavor in there. Sometimes we'll put some turkey neck in there, smoked turkey neck, just for that smoke flavor. So, and then that roast that just sits and boils for hours. The starches break down, so the stew gets really thick, and the beef is like fall apart tender, just like pull apart. Tender by the time it's done.
Classic hangover soup, man. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
yeah.
The next morning,
Right.
bust it up,
Yeah.
warm up a bowl of this, man.
Yeah,
You're
no,
good.
Honestly, you're
good.
Yo,
It's
Over
like
some
not-
arroz blanco.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Oh, my God.
I was during the summer. We took a trip to Puerto Rico and spent some time in Ponce.
Nice.
And there was a baked potato truck, a trailer, but they had soup, and they had a yautía soup. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that shit was amazing. Like, it's like, I was like, what was that? It's just white. It looked like,
Yeah.
avena. Like,
Right.
So I was like, so sopa de yautía. It's a root.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
Caribbean
root.
root.
Yeah, all these things
Yeah.
that these guys are talking about here are all roots, root
Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah, man. There's
that's,
nothing special to them, man. They come all out the dirt, man.
It's,
They're roots.
yeah. And I don't even think I don't think there's
So good.
Like an
any real
English
like English. If you go to the
translation,
grocery
right?
store, they literally malanga's malanga.
Yeah, right.
Yuca's yuca. Like there's no
It's
no
not-
translation
it's
to
not
the
a
English
translation.
language.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the only one is the batata, which is a sort
Sweet-
of
sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Yeah.
But it's
It's the
not,
white one, right? Because you got
Right.
the yellow one,
That's
but
right.
that's
So
a
it's-
white.
So it's not like a yam,
Right.
right? It's a sweet potato.
For
So it's
clarification.
right.
Okay, it's not a yam.
It's not a yam. Somebody's listening and they're like,
It
"It is
It's
a yam.
It's a yam.
It's a yam. I know it's a yam."
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a yam or not. I know it doesn't look like the yellow, orange yam. right?
Outside,
That's right.
it looks like
It looks like any
when
other.
you
sweet
cut
potato.
into it,
It's white.
It's white.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pure white
but-
too. Like,
It's still sweet. It still tastes good.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
What's your favorite soup? What's your
my favorite soup,
yeah?
like in general,
Yeah.
or from here.
From your house?
Because I
from
can't.
your-
They're both
Like
delicious.
when you think back, your abuela and abuelo, cooking or whatever. What do you think?
Oh, sopa de salchichon.
Sopa de charred.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my. I mean, if I'm thinking about that,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
thinking of like
Con fideo
home,
from-
when, if I'm thinking sick, it's my mom always like, un sopa de Lipton. Some on this little 38-cent packet of soup with salt. That and ginger ale, like slap you in the face with some Vicks.
No, but this is the thing. This is the thing about soup, though, right? Like this is what makes it so magical. Is that first off, every culture on the planet has a soup, right? Like everybody makes a soup, and there's something that is so incredibly communal about it. It really does speak to family. But on the other side of the coin, it doesn't seem unusual for like a single person living alone to make a pot of soup for themselves, right? So it's at once this very communal, like bringing people together kind of meal, while at the same time being almost like an act of self-care, right? But all by itself. Right. That you can make this meal for yourself and nourish yourself and feel good and feel like you've taken care of yourself because of it in a way that's different from making like a burger or I don't know, steaks are great, but it doesn't feel like self-care when I'm eating a steak.
Yeah, no.
Right? Like so that's this thing about soup that feels kind of magical and part of the reason I really like just making it and delivering it. And people fucking love soup, dude.
Yeah, I love soup.
Do you know what I mean? And so I'm trying to have it be just like a regular, like you can just have soup whenever you want, and it's there and it's delicious and it's high quality. And
bringing soup back, man. Bringing it back.
There's so many great ones out there and ones yet to be discovered.
I like a good mondongo.
Mondongo's good.
Some tripe. Y a veces le ponen, here we go, speak in Spanish.
Yeah, speak English, please.
Patita de cerdo.
Big feet.
Right. Sounds gross, but
no, it's delicious.
I'm sucking on them toes like nobody's business.
Hey, that's a new thing. That's a new thing. You know what I mean? They're bringing Sopa back, and you're bringing sucking toes back.
I don't think sucking toes ever went anywhere.
Oh man, no, yeah, I'd say those are like my, if I'm thinking back like family and stuff like that. But when I go anywhere, if I see it on the menu, I'm grabbing bisque, lobster bisque.
I never understood the whole chicken feet soup.
Chicken feet soup.
Yeah, chicken foot soup is good.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Yeah. It's popular in Jamaica.
Yeah,
that's my wife's island.
Okay.
So
my mom's from Ecuador and they do that. Okay.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of chicken foot soup. Here's another one I'm into. I haven't had it in a while though. But this is what, like when you said like, something from your aunties or from your childhood. A nice asopao, right? And my aunt used to make it with shrimp.
Really?
Yeah, right. And the rice, just sort of puffing up and doing its thing, right? Like basically taking the dish over. Oh, so good.
Yeah. My wife's dad makes some really good sopa.
I love it.
I remember when people got sick in that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll tell the story after.
When my people get sick in the house, my mom always went to the vivero, a live poultry store. And, that live chicken is what cures the whatever you got. So she come home. Back in the day, she used to bring them home alive still.
Yeah.
And slaughter them in the
rakata
with
the neck,
kitchen
right?
sink.
Wow.
And one time, I don't know what my mom was working on. She sends my father, my father goes in the bathroom to slaughter the chicken. And he closed the door behind him, and all you hear is this fucking commotion coming from the freaking bathroom.
Word.
And boom, 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 all this banging, whatever. And all of a sudden, you hear him open the door, and the chicken's still alive. He comes running out of the chicken, and he's like all scratched up.
Yo.
The chicken tore his ass up.
It must have been a rooster from the cockfighting rings. That's what it was.
That chicken was trying to live.
Yeah.
That chicken was raised in a single family home in the hood. That's what it was.
That chicken was rough
which one
and tumble. Okay.
I remember not too long, my grandfather, unfortunately passed earlier this year, but he was like, during his battle, thanks, during his battle with cancer, it was like he wanted And I was freaked out when I heard this because I never knew it existed. I guess it's huge in Puerto Rico. I don't know about other places, but like pigeon like soup. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Like
It's- you go to the Harold.
Oh yeah, they have pigeons.
They have pigeons in there.
Oh, I didn't know that until my mom was like, "Yeah, I gotta go get this for your grandfather. He wants." I'm like, "Pigeon?
Wow.
You know, like aren't pigeons like some of like the
rat?
Yeah, like they're like the rats of birds. Like, are they not?
That's what people say, but I don't know.
But like
The rats of birds.
Pigeons. That's great though. And you said there's a place that I could go get this like around
on
here.
Harold
Ave in
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, yeah.
Bridgeport. God
Yeah.
bless 'em.
Yeah, so like I guess that's also something that's
Harold
like
Ave.
for when people are sick, they use that because it's
Yeah.
a really strong. From what I understand, it's a really strong soup, and I don't think you actually eat the pigeon itself. You just use it
For stock? Or?
for stock. It's more
Okay.
like a stock thing.
Yeah.
So they were doing
That
that,
makes
but I was
sense.
a little freaked out. I don't know if I ever want to try.
Because I can
that,
imagine the meat just pretty much, it's all bone, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
a small
just a little
animal, yeah.
bird. Like I don't know how much.
Right.
But yeah, that was one that confused me.
Yeah, I think that would be confusing.
I'd have to. I'm gonna have to order some of this soup, though. I'll tell you that. You know why? Because I do know somebody that is not fond of soup. And the only one that she will do is like sopa chichong or sopa. Like,
Change her life, man.
yeah.
Change her life.
I'm not gonna say her name, but you know
Okay.
who she is.
Yep.
I live with her.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to change her life, yeah, because she's real picky with soup. And especially this black bean, she loves black beans. So
Nice. It's
Not to-
it's great. It's great by itself. It's great over rice. Garnish it with some all the stuff I had mentioned before. I didn't mention cheese. A little bit of cheese over the top if it's nice and hot. Fantastic.
What kind of cheese would you recommend?
I use cheddar.
Mm.
A nice white cheddar. Something kind of sharp. You know.
Did I mention pinky toes too?
You did.
Yeah,
We're back.
You did. We're
back on toes, man.
It's about the fourth time we've been
right.
on toes.
Toes never left. Man. Toes never left. You said it yourself.
Listen,
They
to
didn't
be
go
clear,
anywhere.
It's because we.
as long as it's pig feet toes.
That's right. I keep
pigeon
putting, I
toes.
keep putting my foot in the soup, so that's part of what the problem is.
Hey
There
man,
you go.
and we keep making business, so keep doing what you do.
Toe jam, man.
Hey, it's been good for wine for many generations, right? So why not for soup? Like,
Also, real quick, I just wanted to point out that this is the whole purpose of Sopa. What we just did, the
Absolutely.
last 10 minutes, everybody telling stories about growing up, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad.
Yeah, for
A
sure.
little, it just comes out natural.
Yeah.
So just to point that out to
Yeah.
everybody, that's the
Yeah.
whole purpose right there.
Soup's magical.
You
that
know,
way.
man, it brings
Absolutely.
out the best memories.
Yeah.
it really does. I just never really put thought into it, but you know what? Now thinking back of like some of the most comforting like meals and
Yeah.
soup.
Because what happens
Soup
is
is
a lot
the
of
number one,
times
like-
it's your mother, your grandmother, your aunt trying to nourish you back to health with soup. And of course, you always have good memories with those moments.
Yeah.
You don't think about it at the moment because you're sick,
Right.
little baby. But
And it's another one of those things like even weather. Like you know weather. Like for me, every time
the rain,
like when it gets
cold
cold
and
or rainy,
rainy,
I hit the pho spot real quick to go get some pho. Like
Yeah.
you know, I'm like
yeah.
it's like one of those only things. It's not like it's sunny out, I want pizza. Like
Right.
you know, but it's like if it's cold, it's rainy, like it's damp. Like you know what would be really good right now? Some soup.
Some soup.
Sopa.
Sopa.
That's what it is. So I'm super excited about. We have a brand new soup, another brand new soup this year.
Introduce yours, and I'll introduce mine.
Well, mine is the chili. It's not a
let's
soup.
talk about the chili. I mean,
All right,
chili's chili, man.
Okay, that's not the one I was going to talk about, but yeah, since it's your recipe, by all means.
He just wanted to point
That's
out.
that's what it was. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's
You
all it was.
Yeah.
You see, he just it's his recipe. So
I feel good, man. You know, actually, I contributed. Now.
It's a great soup.
Nah.
It's really a fantastic soup. Anyway, the chili is a 2-meat chili, so it's got Italian sausage and beef, and it's made with crushed tomatoes and different colored peppers. I put at least 3 different colors, but it's basically like whatever's on the market. but I try to put 3 colors in there. Onions and chili and love. It's not super hot on purpose because it's really meant to be as broad as possible. Right. People can kind of season it up the way they want when they get it home. But everyone who's had it is like it's just the right amount of spice, just the right amount. So and even the folks who do like really spicy stuff will sort of acknowledge that, and we sort of get that you have to be more middle of the road.
Yeah.
So
and I think chili is one of those tough recipes too. Like either you make chili real good, or you just
Hormel it.
I get pissed. I get pissed when they show up with fucking chili made with ground turkey. Like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah. No, if we're gonna make a chili, I mean, we're gonna just do. We're
making
just
chili,
do the thing, right? Like, so
like, what's it? Nacho Libre? Get that corn out of my face.
But what's good is that you still get your goods in there because the vegetables, right? Like the vegetables are all, fresh cut, fresh chopped, and packed with great stuff and delicious.
Yeah, man.
So the lifelong argument: beans or no beans?
Yeah, it's definitely beans.
There's
Definitely beans. Definitely beans.
I make a really good chicken here. Chili. Chili. I
Wait, you make a chicken chili, but you're complaining about
no
turkey?
no chicken chili. I said chicken by accident.
Again, whatever it is,
it blended together. It sounded like chicken chili.
Yeah,
It sounded like chili.
I
got it.
So I do say that sausage and beef.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I put my I think a couple of times at my job we did a chili competition.
Yeah.
Chili off,
right?
Yeah.
I love mine with cornbread. I just crush cornbread into my chili.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite corn.
I don't like
a little
adding.
cheese
Some
on
people
top.
add the corn mix into the chili.
Now, I like the full blown
Right.
cornbread chunk in there, some cheese on top, just nice big scoops of amazingness.
Yeah.
Oh man, I do. If talking about chili, I do got to shout out my boy Nick Cowell, him and his pops, friends of mine from high school. They're actually national chili champions, which so I was able to one time be able to try the championship chili. Right. And that one was a no bean chili, and I guess from that competition they're not actually allowed to put beans in it. That's like one of the rules that they can't put beans in it. I don't know if it was specific to that competition or whether or not that's like a general rule for however they do it, but amazing stuff.
Nice.
So shout out to them for that chili there.
That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked green chili.
I had that
Green
once.
chili is good, man. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we're made with the tomatillos.
Different.
Yeah. That shit's good.
My wife makes. I'm like promoting. Everything is out of can. There's like a 8-can soup. No chili. No, it's a fucking soup. It's a
chili. No,
it's a enchilada soup. She used the enchilada. It's pretty good.
So what was this other one that you were before we got into this chili?
Was
What
chili-
was this other one that you were getting into?
So I mean, the chili's all good and all, but
Now we want to try to diminish it, right? Go ahead. Talk about your soup, man.
no, the chili's actually real good. I'll give you that.
Phenomenal.
The chili it's good. It's good. But this one I'm about to talk about, next level.
This one right here.
This one right here. Listen. All right, so it's a roasted ginger coconut cauliflower soup.
Wow.
Roasted ginger cauliflower
Roasted ginger coconut cauliflower soup.
Say that 6 times fast.
Yeah. Don't let the cauliflower deter you, man. I mean, it's cauliflower, but it's good cauliflower.
Okay.
I'm telling you. You got to try it. You got to just dig
it's
right
pretty
in.
amazing.
Yo, I wish I was there. I wanted to go to that tasting on that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We'll have another. Keep a lookout because there's a couple more coming up. There's going to be one in the library downtown. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing about that cauliflower soup, though, right? Super gratifying. We've had 2 tastings so far, and at both of the tastings, we're describing this soup to people, and folks are like, nah,
Yeah.
and I'm saying, nah, just try it out. I'll give you a little bit. If you don't like it, cool. We'll toss the rest of it out. People get a tiny little sip of this thing, and they're like, oh my God. Because in their minds, they think they're eating, I'm just going to basically eat liquid cauliflower. Right? But it's first off, once you roast the cauliflower, and this is what I was talking about before about building those flavors.
Yeah.
Those flavors. Once you roast the cauliflower.
You want me to go through the...
Yeah, take them through it.
Trying to take my shot.
I'm just saying, I was actually trying to describe the soup, right? Like, and making it elegant.
Yeah, you
So
do it pretty well. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
You good with it?
I'm good.
See, this is another great thing. Soup and family battles. You know what I mean? Like, y'all feeling comfy now? Like, air it out. It's all good.
So if people don't know already, he is my older brother. And there's a pretty big gap between us.
Yeah.
So we have this interesting relationship where
I have the same relationship with my brother. He's 11 years older than me. We go out.
Yeah, he's even older than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I got 13 years.
13 and some change on me. But we roast the cauliflower. We actually kind of marinate it with turmeric, some ginger, some olive oil. We roast it up, give it a nice, golden color. Dump it in the pot with, some veggies, and we throw coconut milk and broth in it. Let it simmer away, and then blend it all up until it's nice and velvety, silky velvet.
Nice.
Yeah, we serve it up like that, man. And again, cauliflower, like it tastes like whatever you season it with.
Yeah.
And we put garlic, garlic, salt, pepper, coconut, turmeric.
I feel like cauliflower rice, cauliflower mashed potatoes, but they're not mashed potatoes. They're just cauliflower. They come out really good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I did a cauliflower grilled cheese one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was interesting, but it was good.
Nice.
Wasn't bad.
I made a cauliflower orange chicken once. The kids thought they were eating chicken.
What?
Don't ever call it chicken ever again.
It was an orange cauliflower.
It was orange cauliflower. All right.
That's great.
Imitation chicken.
Yeah.
All right.
No, they
I
were
like
fucking
it.
that shit up. And then I said, hey, you just eat cauliflower. They were pissed.
For real?
You know what? My mom did that to me one time when I was
They were
younger, man.
pissed.
She fried up some cauliflower
Right.
and served it to me and said it was chicken nuggets.
They were nuggets.
A little ketchup on the side, man. I tore them up. She waited till I took the last bite of the last one and was like, you know what you just ate?
Mhm.
What? No, chicken. No, cauliflower. Get the hell out of here. Fuck this shit.
I did that one time with my sister with gator.
Cauliflower is delicious.
Gator.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gator
with gator.
is so interesting. It's got this weird, like, it really does taste amphibious. Like you can taste both the land and the sea when you're having gator, man. It's an interesting piece of meat, man.
It is. It's real good.
Yeah.
For me, it's real good.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. But I tricked her into eating it too. I brought it home one day from work. I was like, you got to try these chicken nuggets. They're great. She was all right. I'll try one. Tried it. And we weren't kids. This was like 2 years ago. She's like, sure. I'm like, oh, yeah, by the way, that was gator. She's like, oh, my God, I can't believe you.
Gator.
Tricking people to eating stuff is great.
Yeah.
Man, but that roasted
Unless they're allergic to
cauliflower.
it, right? They're allergic to shrimp, and he's like, "Oh, eat the shrimp."
Oh, that is a
That's
cool
fucked up.
joke.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
That sounds awful.
Dave, you got a terrible sense of
I
humor
don't.
there.
I don't condone that.
And then make sure to watch myself around you. From now.
So, guys, what's coming up? Any events? Anything happening? What do you guys got planned?
So we have a couple of tastings coming up, so be on the lookout for those. Those will be announced on the Facebook page as well as the website and the Insta. And then, actually, interestingly enough, a lot of private parties coming up in December. People just, having parties, having soup
Right.
parties, ordering half pots of 3 or 4 different kinds of soup and,
I have a
hanging
question.
out.
Remember home cook? Is that still a thing?
They They actually switched up. They changed their name
Yeah,
to
something.
God, I don't even want to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I follow them,
So
but
you
I don't
guys
remember what it
aren't
was.
collaborating
Like,
with them?
There's another thing
So
you guys were
Home
with?
Cook was
Oh.
this university kid won a grant.
Kevin, right?
Kevin.
Kevin
yeah,
Zhang.
Kevin Zhang.
And,
Dang.
he came up with this app. It's like a social gathering, right? So, and I think I told you about this, right? You can cook. Anybody can be a chef, and you're hosting. It's just more of a social event. Like,
You did tell me
random
about
people
that.
come to your house,
Yeah.
and it's pretty.
They are still going. They rebranded.
They rebranded,
and,
so they're not home cooked
They're not
anymore.
home cooked. I don't remember what the new name is though. That's
Crazy.
Because I know you guys did that once out of the.
We did, yeah, and actually, it ended up being a relatively small turnout, so it didn't make sense for us to kind of.
Yeah, he reached out to me, and I was like, I'm a hot sauce guy. I'm not sure how.
There we go. It's,
Yeah,
They rebranded to Gather.
that's right.
Social dining.
Gather. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
found them on Instagram.
yeah, it's like I'm not sure how I would contribute. I make hot sauce. It's like the only way I can contribute is if I team up with Sopa. I told him,
Hey
So-
man, the first thing I thought of with the hot sauces was the chili.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hot sauce and chili. I like my chili spicy.
Yeah,
I put
right.
hot sauce on my chili.
I put
so
on my mondongo, sancocho, whatever. I put hot sauce on.
anything.
No, I think that's a perfect segue to go ahead and announce what we got going on.
Yeah.
So Sopa and Dave's Angry Sauce are coming together, teaming up. We're doing a giveaway. So when you hear this on Monday, the 7th.
6.
So
Yeah.
when you're hearing this, myself and Sopa would probably posted something on Instagram. Check that out. The rules basically is follow me, Dave's Angry Sauce. Follow Sopa New Haven, Sopa New Haven, and follow Late Night Potluck Show. You follow those 3 accounts, and then you tag yourself, or tag your friends, and each person you tag counts as a submission to our giveaway. So go ahead and do that, and check us out. Follow us. Make sure you follow us. You make sure you follow all 3 accounts, because then those tags and submissions will not count. So yeah, definitely. You want to talk about what the giveaway is?
Yeah, so we're gonna be giving away a Sopa T-shirt, and we're also gonna be giving away a free quart of any soup of your choice that's on our menu.
And then you pair that up with some hot sauce.
So,
So you'll get a 3-pack set of the Dave's Angry Sauce, accompanied with your quart of Sopa,
Yep.
and a T-shirt.
and a T-shirt.
Right.
Yep.
So
We're actually these are 2 of the colors we have. We have a couple other ones out, but yeah, you get a T-shirt, you get a free quart, any one of your favorite soups. I would be specific on the soups I get if you're pairing it with the hot sauce, but
right.
do what you
Right.
want.
So you asked me chili,
Chili
sancocho.
for sure.
I
I might even throw some on
On
that
the
corn
coconut.
chowder.
I was just about to say that
Yeah,
corn
corn
chowder,
chowder.
you could take some.
Yeah.
It's got its smoke, it's got
Yeah.
its own smoke, but add a little extra spice to your liking, and
Right.
that thing. Oh, definitely.
And Dave, what kind of hot sauces you got there?
So we got the the jalapeno lime, which is our least hottest, and then works its way up to roasted fire habanero, which is our most or very hot. Our best seller is the Scotch bonnet. That's my favorite. That's what I
That's
put on
the middle
everything.
one?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I don't know. Holidays are coming around the corner. Will you guys be doing any type of like Thanksgiving orders and things of that sort for individuals?
We've done some holiday specials in the past, like we did a Father's Day sale, stuff like that. So we'll probably do something holiday specific, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Dave.
Again, table, Dave.
I'm fidgety. I don't
He
know.
keeps looking at the black bean. That's why.
He's like, hey, just hand me the pot. Like,
Yeah, the pot.
oh my God, relax.
No, but we definitely throw out some specials once in a while.
Some specials every now and again. Sometimes you'll be, sometimes you go in the store and you see just that like the most beautiful piece of whatever pumpkin or something random. You're like, yeah, let's do something with this.
That's something new.
Yeah.
We might do this year.
Right.
That we didn't do last year. Last year we had the set soups.
Yeah.
We have a set menu, but we might do some
seasonals.
improv.
Yeah.
Improv soups.
So what's the website? So you guys listening, check out the website, sign up, subscribe, so you get the emails.
Yep.
Stay in touch or stay on top of other, news and updates.
Yep.
What's that website?
So the website is www.sopanewhaven.com. Sopa is SOPA newhaven.com.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook at Sopa New Haven. So you can follow us there. Please share with all your friends, family, soup fanatics, whoever.
Yep.
Word of mouth is very big.
Do you have any dates for those the taste testing or any of?
I don't, because I don't want to tell you wrong. So but it'll be in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So
Listen, another reason to subscribe to the
Absolutely,
email
subscribe
list.
or check their Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Jump on there and check it out. That's where we make all of our announcements there. And
Cool.
we'll let everybody know what we're up to.
Nice. How about you, Manny? How can they find you? Any updates? Any shout outs? Any shout outs, guys?
Yeah, I guess shout out, collab again, City Seed, all those guys, Margaret, Caroline, Kuwait, the Food Business Accelerator, man, just everybody. Dirty Lamberti.
Dirty Lambert.
Dirty Lamberti, whoever you are,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
show yourself.
Right.
Tune in.
I'll shout out Mrs. Manza Ray,
Hey now.
who is my awesome wife, and who much of who I am would be radically different. Which probably means there'd be no Sopa. So
Actually, you know what? Shout out Mom.
yeah, shout out
Mom for the inspiration.
for sure.
For birthing us. Birthing us.
Yeah,
Giving us life.
birthing.
Birthing, I don't know.
yeah,
Same thing.
all the good stuff.
Popping us out.
Right.
How about you, Manny?
Go ahead. You can find me at _ Theo Fridge. That's my personal, and then my Bridgeport Bites at Bridgeport Bites on Instagram for all your Bridgeport eatery needs. It's been a little quiet on there lately. I've been again back to work like all day long, so it's been a little hard. But another week or two, and I'm gonna get that back rolling on there. So, but I don't really got shout outs to anybody, really anything right now. Shout out to. You know what? Yeah, shout out to Chef Raquel. I do want to say, because seeing the team today killing it in every aspect, shout out to her for having the vision that she did and helping,
in the dream, right?
believing in the dream and supporting so many people throughout. And so shout out to Chef Raquel and all of the team members that really killed it today. You guys killed it, and all season you guys been killing it.
Yeah.
Today, you guys really shine today.
Let's wake up V over there. He's falling asleep.
Vito Saint V Padilla.
Hey, also shout out you guys, for having this great platform and allowing us on here and
Appreciate that.
talk about our journey and,
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
V, what do you got?
What you got for us?
I got a bed waiting for me.
I heard
You can
that.
follow V at _chef_V.
Nice.
I like it.
All right.
I usually talk, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah, man, it's late.
Yeah, and
it's late.
it's been a day, man. It's been a week. It's been crazy.
Sure.
Oh, I thought I was the only one that felt like that.
Nah, man.
man.
Text my wife yesterday before work, and then I was like, you can stop at the liquor store. I was like, I don't mind you. I don't really drink like hard liquor like that. I really don't. I was like, grab me a bottle of Crown Royale or something.
It's one of them weeks, man. One of them
Yo,
weeks.
for real.
It's been long.
We would tell everybody else to
Shout out
hashtag.
my wife for the lives for me over there, bro.
Word. Shout out
Leslie.
to Leslie and Mr. Elias for killing it. Yeah, that was dope. He was excited, man. He came. He's over here trying to fight.
Nice.
5 years old, right?
Congratulations.
He is fighting with the glove, like trying to get it on. And he's like, man, can you help him out? So yeah, help him put the glove on. He ran up to the grill and like grabbed the spatula and was like, I'm ready. Yo, he was over there flipping French toast. Yeah,
Eggs at the house and stuff, so he did around the kitchen.
Word.
Some French toast right now. would
Wow,
make me-
man. Straight up breakfast right now. I'd kill it.
This is diner time.
Diner,
right?
yeah, late night diner. Late night
Oh,
diner.
man.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave? Did you shout anybody out? Or?
No, I'm about to shout out. Not that she's gonna hear it, but I gotta acknowledge this girl, Violeta or Violeta.
Violeta. Oh, she's the best.
So we talked about her a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of episodes ago. She named me Mr. Jalapeno Man.
Which I got
Nice.
threatened by her today.
She said, she could only call me
she
Mr.
said,
Jalapeno.
hey, you better not be
You.
calling my guy.
Yeah,
I said, you're all of like 7 years old. Like, let me.
yeah.
Nice.
She literally pulled she's promoting, she's dancing, she's singing.
Wow.
In front of my stand, calling people over.
Yeah, but give him the background on that.
Right.
You know, he's got to give you the background as to how all that happened. I got to take credit for
Well,
this.
she-
like,
so
the
she
whole
was
soup
doing
thing.
that.
I got to take credit for this.
She was doing all that. She was dancing. She was, but then Manny comes over and he's like, "Yo, if you sell, right? If you bring his customers, he'll give you a cut from his sales."
I know that's right.
Because she's a hustler. She's a
Right.
she's a hustler.
Yeah, yeah.
She sold me a painting that she made a couple of weeks ago. She literally put a $15 price tag on it. And she said, for you, I'll sell it for you $10.
I know that's right.
She got him too.
So
I
No,
mean, how
she-
could you not support
Right,
that?
right.
Like, how could that's
if
already?
I said no, that
that-
could have affected her.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. It's you have to support that.
Damn,
Right,
it's
so-
her whole future if you said no.
So
That's amazing.
So he said that to her, man. She was calling people, yo, this hot sauce would change your life. So she literally pulled a guy from another
great.
vendor.
Yeah.
She says, mister, you have to try this
Nah,
hot
you
sauce.
should come
It'll
over
change
here.
your life. And he comes, okay, take me to him.
Boom.
And then he come over here and purchase the hot sauce. And
Not only did they purchase it, she didn't just bring them over. She would go up because he has this basket with fresh bread and then the samples of each one so they could
Yeah.
dip the bread into the tray.
Right.
She
remember
would
that.
literally grab the the tongs, grab a piece, hand them the piece
Yeah.
of bread, and say, "Okay, you can try whatever." And then she would start explaining,
Yeah.
like
The
the
flavors,
heat
the
levels,
profile,
and
the flavor profile.
Listen, working for that cut.
That's
Okay,
what it is, man.
that's putting in work.
What is
That's
it like?
just
2
straight
people later, she's like,
natural
"Where's my money?"
talent.
Yeah, she's like, you gotta pay me.
So I hope you're keeping tabs on how many sales you're making from here on out.
Then her dad showed up. I was like, yo, go get your dad.
She's awesome. Shout out Violeta, even though she's not gonna hear this.
That's great.
Follow me, Dave's Angry Sauce, at Dave's Angry Sauce on Facebook and Instagram. And follow us, Late Night Potluck Show on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you follow us also on YouTube or subscribe. Check our videos. Guys, I apologize. I still have to upload Mariella's episode and Chris Clark episode. I'm a little behind, but it's been crazy.
Life
Hot
is
sauce
busy,
sales are up.
man. Word.
Business
Life
is
busy.
booming.
That's
But
what it
listen,
is.
thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. Again, thank you, Sopa, for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Sopa.
Sopa.
Thanks for listening.
Be sure to join us next time.
This is a Gorilla Podcast Network production.